Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Tea with Trina. Let me share with you what I'm having for tea. It smells so good. I'm having mint tea. It's a loose leaf tea that I found at a little tea shop in Frankfurt, and I absolutely believe that this is delicious. It smells really nice, and the tea leaves are so gorgeous. As I'm looking to them after I've steeped them, but this is the tea that I'm having, and I know it's really hot, so I'm going to test it really quick. It is hot. And I have a touch of honey in it, in that tea, maybe a touch or two touches of honey. Okay, so I do. And I wanted to hop on with you today for a tea with Trina and talking about shifting paradigms. And bear with me today because this came to me this morning. And so there's some things that I'm, processing, but I'm gonna just share what is on my heart and my mind about shifting your paradigm. I think this has come up. It came up for me in a huge way yesterday, and then it also came up in a different way. So I'm like, I'm going to talk about this on Tea with Trina. So I want to talk about it. I'm also coming from running around a bit, so bear with me. I thought, let me just get on and do this live and share this with you. So I want to share with you a little bit about shifting your paradigm. And I want to do this because I think I have been in a journey of creating things and activating and moving through things and have been, I think, challenged to engage and do the work that I do in a different way. And I wanted to share this with you because I was maybe yesterday or early in the wee hours of the morning, maybe I was on a taking a look at someone who made a hypothetical question. Okay, they posted a hypothetical question, shared a hypothetical question, and it was about having a large sum of money to be able to spend in any way that someone wanted. And they had a limited of time to spend that amount of money in the way that they wanted. And looking at the responses to that share or that question, I saw a lot of people share that they would do things that they normally did, which would be to go purchase a bunch of things at a store that they normally shopped at, like a low cost store. And I thought about it with that amount of money, what could someone really activate or create in their life? And how important it is when you're given an opportunity, a huge change, how important it is to shift your own paradigm around it so that you can level into something different. Okay. And I wanted to share that because I was just seeing the opposite about it in that post. But the day before or a few hours before, I had an opportunity to step into something that is totally going to shift the way that I do things. Hmm. Right? Oh my goodness. Hold on. But here we go. It's totally going to shift the way that I do things. And I was saying out loud and sharing with the person who I was talking to about this new engagement and opportunity. Like, man, that really changes the whole dynamic of what this is. And that person was like, yes. And so when I then saw this post and this opportunity to shift how you step into things and how there's some people who will level up to the shift, and then there's some people who will continue to do the same thing. And when we're talking about shifting your paradigm is really about having an important change happen or take place in your life. And when that happens, there is a usual way of thinking about or doing things that people do. But when you shift your paradigm, you replace the usual way with something different, with something new, okay? A totally new way of engaging. That's what shifting your paradigm is about. And it's so important to shift our paradigm when we're impacted with something different or some kind of change that happens. Because when we shift our paradigm, we're able to grow into that next level, that next evolution of who we're here to be or who we're being at a different level. And if we don't shift our paradigm, if we continue to do things in a usual way, like we used to do it when we are impacted by something, some new change, we will not grow in the ways that we need to grow. So this is why it's so essential to shift your paradigm. And I'm also very like super excited to be chatting with you about this right now because years ago, when I first was, um, I think when I first got sparked about the idea of transformation, of professional development, of personal development, was when I worked as a account executive, y'all, in sales. I was a sales associate for professional development and training materials in the early 2000s, like in 2000. Okay. So like 2001. So I used to sell training materials, professional development materials. And one of the materials that I was selling was the business of paradigms and the new business of paradigms, which was created, produced by Star Thrower Distribution. And also the person who did the work behind that is Joe Barker. And I worked selling this material, but I also was able to perform in the production of the training video. But even then, I got a really steep understanding of what it meant and what it looked like to shift and change your paradigm and how important it is to do that for people in life in general, specifically for businesses that are looking to grow, that you have to look at the trends and what's coming up next and the change and transformation that's happening and shift your way of doing things. Step into life, engagement, and work and business in a different way. And how important it is to do that. Because if you do that, you're able to stay ahead. You're able to stay in business. You're able to continue to grow to that next level. Yet if you don't do that, you could ultimately go out of business because you haven't shifted with the times or shifted with what's needed for that new way of being. And how important it is also in life to be able to shift the way you do things, the way you look at things, the way you speak about things, the way you think about, engage with things when you're ready, when some change has happened. And so it is so important to do that. And I'm excited about that. And I've had this opportunity for me, myself, to do that as well. And oh my goodness, I'm like, oh, that's totally changed the nature of everything that I'm doing. And I am. And so it is. And so I'm stepping into that. And I encourage you to do the same. That when you are impacted with some form of transformation or change, a new way of being, something that's been gifted to you, that's something different, how can you change the way that you think about it, the way that you do things, step into something new, step into something different, versus doing things that are the way you used to do them, because you can get stuck in the way you used to do it. So I just encourage you to step out of that and think about what is the new way of being in this moment for you based on the new opportunity that has come for you. Okay, so that's what I had to share today for Tea with Trina. You all didn't even get into this tea because I'm so excited about what I had to share about that. Like, yes. Uh-huh. Yes. So I wanted to share this message with you. You can comment and let me know what you think. Make sure you share with me your thoughts. I would love to hear it. But in this season, when you are impacted by change or given a new opportunity, make sure you shift your paradigm. Step into that opportunity in a new light, in a new way of thinking, in a new way of being, so that you can elevate to your next level. This work is for you to do, is here, is now, is for us to journey through. So let's go. I'm excited. I hope you are. But this is the message that I had to share with you today. So thank you for coming on with me and joining me for Tea with Trina. I'll be on again next week for a personal share, but I'll definitely be on Wednesday, tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. for my business share, where we talk about another topic, okay, for a Tea with Trina. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.